right, man. All right, look. Today gonna be a little different. First things first, man. Uh this is a real treat here. You know what I mean? Because how would I put this? How would I put this? Uh we've been talking about men's mental health awareness, and who better to talk to than my best friend, you know what I mean? My best friend, co-captain. I mean, it's been a ride between us. You know, how many years we got? 15 years in? Fif- 15,
16.
16,
16.
16 years in. 16 years. 16 years. So, uh, first things first. Tell me what it's been like for you, man. You got a kid now. You know, catch us up. Catch us up where what you been on, what's been going on.
Tired, boss. Tired. It's
Tired.
just, it's just a default setting. I
That's
don't know
just
what I don't know what energy is anymore. What is energy? What is that?
it was something you used to have.
It's a social concept, is what it is.
Some- Something you used to have. You know, now your life is a true rewind and watch of SpongeBob saying, "I don't feel like it." Like that's exactly what your life is.
But nah, I came in the house Monday. No, it was Sunday. I came in the house Sunday, and when his face lit up and he saw me. I said, you know what?
Worth it.
This was work.
This guy knows his shit.
So I'm good.
All right. Uh, so since I know you, you know, since I've known you, it's been quite a ride. It's been quite a ride indeed. But you know, contrary to what people think, you're not really a person that's misunderstood. You're not really a complicated person. You're just misunderstood. So, with that being said, uh, let's start with some of these questions, and then we're gonna dive deeper.
Mm,
First things first. As a man, do you feel like it's harder to accept a no, or do you feel like it's harder to give a no?
giving them because we're supposed to take care of shit. So somebody comes to you and they like, yo, I need X, Y, and Z. You ain't got it. Oh, you ain't shit. Damn, why you ain't got it? What you doing? You ain't in your grind? Like, damn, why you ain't got it? You feel me? So I feel like it's harder to say no. Accepting the no ain't that bad to me because, bro, I can always get the yes later. I always get it later. I can always fix stuff and spin the block, come back later, get the yes. So it's hard for me to say no because I don't like letting people down. Contrary to popular belief, while I say no a lot, I don't like saying no. I have to. I ain't got no choice. If I say yes all the time and keep running over me, you're gonna think I'm soft and see we can't have that. That we can't have. So
Okay, so diving a little bit more into the mental state of things, do you feel that your mental state is a product of overcoming adversity or providing peace for those around
that's a good one. Uh I would have to say overcoming adversity. I mean, I can see where if you're doing things for others, that would make you feel good. But for me personally, I'm where I'm at right now because of what I went through. I mean, I did a lot of stuff for people and get me nowhere. It got me nowhere.
you? Well, if we ran that track record, right?
So nah, it's overcoming stuff. It's enduring, understanding this shit rough, but life is rough. Life ain't easy. So deal with it. Learn from it. Learn from it. That's the key part. Learn from it. And hopefully you'll figure things out and you'll be good to go.
Okay, okay. I got two more questions, and then we're gonna get deep because you're not really a man of many words because, like you say, time is precious. So
Mhm.
ain't no point in spending time that you ain't really got to spend too much on. Uh, quick question: Do you feel like you are alive, or do you feel like you're surviving?
Hmm. If you would have asked me that question on October 30th, 2022, I would have told you surviving. But on October 31st, 2023, I was reborn. I can sit here and tell you that a lot of the shit that I went through up to that point, I was just coasting. I was just trying to get to the next day. Now I'm living. Now I'm getting shit together. And now I have something that anchors me to the ground. You muted.
I know. Okay, bet. So, let's let me ask you this, because I mean, if you don't mind me asking, of course, um, you're not deeply rooted to family. I've seen a lot of people say that they have a support system, and you're not really the type of person to have a support system per se. So, how do you deal with mental adversities that you deem would need counsel? How do you seek counsel where there is no counsel?
I isolate myself. I break down the situation and I ask myself, what is the appropriate response for this? Is it worth me doing something? Should I crash out over this? Is this crash out worthy? If I tell this story to somebody else, well, if I tell the story to 10 people, well, all 10 people say, you know what? You damn right should have crashed out. If the answer is not 10 out of 10, then I'm not going to crash out.
This guy knows his shit.
I feel like it is always good to get counsel from other people, because other people have other perspectives and opinions that maybe you don't have that may enlighten you. But at the end of the day, only you can prevent forest fires.
There's no way you just do a quote from Smoke.
But before we go, hold on. Let's cut the pleasantries, my nigga. Let's cut them out. I understand you're doing your job here, trying to be professional. Nigga, don't act young on me. Let's no, if you don't mind me asking, cut it out, nigga. Okay. Now let's proceed for it.
Okay, bet. Okay, bet. So, all right, we're cutting the pleasantries. We're going straight into it. First things first. I mean, for those who don't know, you are one of the co-founders of Hood Academy. You know what I mean? One of the co-founders of Hood Academy. You know, there's a lot of people who don't know that. You know what I mean? And I think for those who are going to see this, they are going to wonder what made you step away, and was it personal?
Nah, no, it was not personal. I realized very early on that what I wanted to do and what you wanted to do was not the same thing. I am very lackadaisical. I'm very laid back.
That's a new word. I've never heard that.
When I was in 10th grade, I had a teacher tell me that I am very apathetic. Heard that word?
Yes.
That means that I don't give a fuck. I don't care. So when I see a man I consider my brother trying his hardest, trying to figure stuff out, talking to people behind the scenes, trying to figure things out, trying to get things formatted, and I'm sitting here like, bro, I just had a kid. I just had a kid. I'm working 5 days a week, bro. I ain't got it. So let me tell you what. Take the reins. Do your thing. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna do my thing. And what is my thing? I don't listen. The Hood Academy. Before I logged in, I'm gonna think about behind the scenes real quick. Before I logged into this right here, I seen about 7-8 episodes in the chamber, locked and ready. I ain't got shit for y'all niggas. I don't know who's out there. I ain't got nothing in the chamber, bro. I ain't got nothing coming. Nothing. If I get the motivation, inspiration, then I'll hop in here. Other than that, I ain't got it. So I figured my brother can take this shit to new heights. I told my brother, you need me, I'm here. As simple as that.
And all right, that's that. And I think, the way we handled it was definitely it definitely was a learning curve for the both of us, because it's like, you want to embrace things together, but sometimes you have to say, look, bro, I'm going down this road, you're going down that road. Look, man, I see you at the top. Just that simple. I might take the stairs, you might take the escalator, but I'll definitely see you at the top. And always remember, I'm not I'm not too far away. I think that's the biggest thing for us, because people wouldn't notice, but we don't even stay close together. You know what I mean? And we talk every day. Every day. We talk every day. And I think we talk at least 2 hours a day, if not more, on a good day. Like we're more involved in each other's lives than people who stay around us, than people who share blood with us. You know, we're we we're definitely our lives are definitely uh coexisting on a similar road. Even what is it, 998 miles away?
998 miles.
998 miles away. So it's one of those things where we got it, where you know your support doesn't always have to come from down the street. And best believe, for anybody who wouldn't know, this isn't this isn't us. I try to get up here and be professional, but pleasantries ain't what we do around here. So, I'm gonna give my flowers to you. This is just because, for one, when it came down to it, when we first started this thing, you know, it wasn't just a you were like, I'm only gonna take it as serious as you take it. That's what you told me. I'm only gonna take this shit as serious as you take it. And I'll never forget, we were sitting, there was the day that we were trying to make up the rules of how we were gonna do things. And we could not find a name. Do you remember that shit? We could not find a goddamn name. We came up with so many names, like, and
Everyone
any
take everyone taking them. Every single one
bro,
taking.
I think it took us 2 days that we were just like typing the stuff into the internet, trying to see if somebody had it. And everything we typed in, somebody had. So we were just like, you know what? Time to switch up the game. And I mean, even now, it's one of those things where, I'm watching it grow, and I know from afar you're watching it grow. And it's one of those things where I give you your flowers, because at the end of the day, I didn't know that the push that I needed would come from somebody I needed it. I needed the push to come from the most. You know what I mean? You have no.
I've been telling anybody who knows I'm doing the podcast and stuff that you are perfect for it. Perfect. Perfect for it. Now, if you remember, I've been talking about this shit since 2020. I've been talking about it since 2020, doing it. But life and all that good stuff. But I knew back then. I'm out here watching all these regular people do podcasts everywhere, and then when I started seeing them doing it on the internet, they doing Zoom. They doing it. I'm like, well, why ain't we doing that?
Why not?
Why can't we? And then so when I'm watching from afar, I'm scrolling Facebook, and I'm seeing people who live in your town wearing your stuff. What are we talking about here?
I mean,
that's where it starts.
yeah, but a lot of people appreciate the rose, but they don't exactly give appreciation to the soil. You know what I mean? And I gotta say, if I was the sunlight, you was definitely the water. Or if you was the soil, I was definitely the fertilizer type shit, because we, it took a lot of mental growth, and I can honestly say, from the longevity of the page in its first year, it's been a lot of mental growth in this for the both of us. You know what I mean? Like we've had to figure out things differently in life, and most of all, we never stopped consulting each other. It was never a thing where it was like, man, fuck you, nah, fuck you. We never experienced that. It was more on the lines of, I know you're smart to figure this out, so I'm gonna let you figure this out. But if I figure it out for you, I'm gonna call you a dumbass to your face, and I'm not gonna hide it from you. And I think we care more about not being called a dumbass
Okay.
than actually, So I guess in a mental state of sense, talking brother to brother, we we definitely have some iron sharper iron moments. And I wanna talk about some of those moments.
Sure.
First things first, first things first, you know, when of course, like I said about family, that iron sharper iron moment was you don't get to pick and choose your family. But you damn sure get to pick and choose who you treat like family.
Mhm.
And that's a two-way street for the both of us. So just if you don't mind, of course, this is not me, the pleasantries. This is me being real. Uh, how is that for you? You know what I mean? You chose the family that you chose, and they accept you, and vice versa. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
as mental state, knowing that you still got family out there, but they're not even a considerable option. How does that work? How does that work for you?
Man, I told you when you asked me to do this, I was gonna be very honest. So
Yep. Yep.
I don't like it. I don't like it not one bit. I believe that we are put on this earth with billions of other people. And you mean to tell me the people that I share DNA with, we come from the same place, raised in the same house, raised by the same people and the same principles and morals and all that good stuff. And it means nothing because of what pettiness, we're holding on to grudges, or maybe looking at me and for me personally, I feel like my family felt like I was different from them, which I am. I'm a weird ass person. I got a lot of interests that go everywhere, and I didn't really fit in with my family growing up. I knew that immediately. One of my, if you want to call it a gift or a curse, is kind of both. I'm very self-aware. So when I'm in an area,
That's
when I'm in a room, when I'm somewhere around people, I can always tell if they want me there or not. The fake stuff doesn't work on me because I've been around people who like being around me. It's different. They seem happy to see me, like, oh shit, Eric's here. It's lit. It's up. Rather than, oh hey, what's up, Eric? I mean, that's different. So when I'm hanging out with friends and they seem happy to see me, and then you compare that to my family, it's like, hey, what's up? What's up, little cuz? What you doing? What you got going on? And it's like you just going through the motions. It's like, if you don't want to talk to me like that, that's fine. That can be cool, but yeah, I don't like it at all. I don't like it not one bit. And we're taking the first step here, telling my story. My grandmother died in '08, and that was it. You've ever seen Soul Food? You ever seen any other black movie where the patriarch or matriarch dies? You know what happened. Everybody start beefing, fighting, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? In the movies and TV shows, everybody come together, is happy all again. In real life, that shit don't happen. It was just done. We went from going down there every holiday to, we'll see. I spent damn near every summer in Houston growing up. After she was gone, I think I don't think I ever spent another summer there. I lived down there for a few months, and that's what did it. Living down there for a few months when I was in high school, I was like, oh, this ain't. This ain't it. But these niggas is just, I'm kind of like a burden in this house. Because my cousin, she got kids, she's married, and I'm just here. Why am I feeling like a burden? I'm still your family. We were close enough to be like siblings. And I feel like a burden to you. I shouldn't feel like that. So, and then we live in the age of social media where you can talk to anybody anytime you want to. Even back in 08. That was back in the MySpace and Facebook.
Ubu. And a lot of y'all are wrong for having an Ubu. Some of them Ubu names were terrible. Terrible.
Oh, that was a wild error. Yeah, so I mean, I'm looking around, I'm like, I'm 14, 15 years old, and I'm seeing like, damn. So that's it, huh? The person that was holding y'all together is gone. Y'all just, and I'm looking at that. These are adults here. I'm the kid. I'm like, damn, what happened? It could have been that bad that y'all just.
And then it kind of makes you wonder, like, was the love ever really real, or was it just cordial?
It don't make me wonder. Like, it wasn't there. You just proved it. You just proved it. That's not what family does. Once again, we have been through a lot. We've been through a lot. And even when we're beefing, it ain't never been like that. Ain't never been like that. Why is that? And I'm not under the impression that I'm some special person. I'm not special. I'm not special. I'm not doing anything spectacular out here. So why is it that this man that I met while in school is able to be like, you know what that nigga did, I ain't like that shit. I'm gonna leave him alone for a little bit. But at some point, like, bro, come on now, let's talk about this shit. What you got going on, bro? Why can he do that? But my family, that don't make any sense to me.
So, that's damn sure the truth. Because, like I said, I got cousins who live up the damn street, and whether you eat, sleep, shit, or alive, they don't care. You know what I mean? And let's clear the air on something else too. We're not saying people cannot be busy.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what we're saying. We're not saying that people can't have space. But I'm a true believer in, if somebody cross your mind, reach out to them. You know what I mean? Like if somebody definitely is on your mind heavy, reach out to them. Like it should never be a situation where you feel as though somebody owes it to you to reach out. Nobody owes you a damn thing. You know what I mean? And since, once again, like we're talking about a mental health thing, do you think that by you not being close with your family, it's gonna be some type of taxing on your son, or is it gonna be like a miss me by type shit?
I mean, it already is, because when during the pregnancy process, they're asking you about family history, and you like, I can't tell you shit, because everybody that I would talk to is dead, and the people that I can talk to, and let me be very clear about my words here, I think are liars. I think they lie. I think they just put on a show. I don't think they tell the whole truth. So how can I go to you and ask you these very important questions when I have to ask myself, are you lying about this? So allow me to tell you exactly what happened with my family. I can only tell you from my perspective. Back in 2018, my mom, and you gotta understand that my mom she wasn't an open book. She just like me. She's not very open, expressing her feelings and all those things. But whatever was happening in Houston had her very upset. It had her so upset that she was calling me and telling me what was happening. Now, once again, like I just said, I don't view my mom as a liar. She was the kind of person that would hide things from me rather than tell me what was going on. So when she's calling me,
I think I only heard your mom say like 10 words the whole time I was on.
So when she's calling me, her, that 2018, her 25-year-old son, telling him about all these things that's happening. Or I'm like, I mean, gotta be some truth to it. Gotta be. Otherwise, she wouldn't be telling me this stuff. She's telling me this stuff because A, she's upset, and B, because she wants me to know what's going on in our family. That's why she's telling me these things. So my grandfather passes away. Nonsense ensues. It's family civil war. We get down there. My cousins are living in the house that my grandma and grandpa had paid off. It was their house. They owned it. It's theirs. They're living in there now. So my mom is like, y'all got to get out because what's going on. Now, the only reason I'm not giving details because I don't know the truth of what happened. That's the only reason I'm not doing it because I don't know. And unfortunately, my mom is gone now, so I can't go back and ask her. And I just said, the people that are here, I consider to be liars. Because once again, if my mom, angry as hell, ready to bury her father, is kicking you out the house, you did something. You did something to her that got her that mad. So we get down there. She's trying to change the locks. She has to go somewhere. She leaves me there and says, hey, don't let them in. What does my stupid ass do? My stupid ass leaves the house to go to the store real quick. I come back, they in the house. So now we're going back and forth because I have been sent on a mission by the woman that carried me. She said, don't let them in. They somehow are broken into the house. I'm like, yo, y'all got to get out. Y'all got to go. My grandfather is now gone. Guess whose house is this? And I don't know what y'all did. I don't know what's going on. She said, get out. Now we're arguing. Now niggas want to fight me. Once again, if you're my family, what you trying to fight me for? Why you trying to fight me? What is this tough act for? What did I do to you?
Why you treat me like a nigga on the street?
What did I do to you? And then these are cousins that I confided in. So now they're bringing up my mental health problems. I was once in a hospital for like a week because that's how bad it was. And they're bringing that up. Oh, you want to kill yourself? You want to do that? Oh, you ain't shit. X, Y, and Z. I'm like, so why are we doing all this for? It seems to me you've been waiting to do this. You've been waiting for the opportunity. You've been hoping and praying this day came. You had that shit locked in the chamber. Why? When I barely talk to you. They say, oh, you ain't family. You're not a Combs. That's my last name because you don't come down here. You haven't been down here the whole time. You know what's going on. Meanwhile, Tay, where was I in 2018?
I do believe you were here in NC, if I'm not mistaken.
What was I doing?
Trying to get your life together.
Okay, preceding that, where was I?
You were definitely much closer. Where you at, Missouri?
That's right. What was I doing out there, Tay?
Trying to get your life together.
How can I, a single person, working a job, paying rent, paying for car insurance, paying for gas money, paying for all this stuff? Where am I going?
Let's not forget you were in one doozy of a relationship.
Where am I going? What trips am I taking? Let me ask you a better question. Why have y'all come see me? You're further along in life. You have more disposable money. Why come see me?
You ain't paying your rent at this point. If it because it's my grandma and your grandma's house or grandpa's house.
So that was the moment. I'm like, okay, y'all don't like me, and it's clear. And I don't know what I personally did to you. Because if their mother, my aunt, sent them on a mission and said, don't you let Eric in this house, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
You're a trespasser.
Okay. All right. But that's okay. And that was in 2018. We're in 2024. And we have not ever had a conversation about it. They came to my mom's funeral. They act like nothing happened. I hadn't seen them since then until my mom's funeral. Hadn't talked to them since that. From that day to my mom's funeral, had not seen them, talked to them, nothing. They act like nothing happened. This is part of the problem here when it comes to mental health, because if you are feeling something, get it off your chest. If you're worried about the outcome of it doesn't matter. It's off your chest. I can't help what you're gonna do. If I tell you something, what you do with information, it's not up to me. It's up to you. It's bothering me. I'm gonna tell you, so now it's not bothering me no more. What you do with it, that's on you. But we cannot continue on without talking about this. And let me be clear. My same family, they came up to where I stay now. Last year, I went to see them. I have no problem. But at the end of the day, the conversation got to be had.
So, I mean, are you pushing for reconciliation? I mean, just asking here, are you pushing for reconciliation, or are you just standing on business and just saying it is what it is?
No, I don't need reconciliation. I don't need it.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
That's it. That's it. I made peace with it a long time ago. That I may never ever speak to or see those people ever again in life. I made peace with that. Because and it was easy for me because I didn't do anything to you.
I think that's the part that really gets a lot of people is you got to be the one to close your own chapter. You can't let somebody else close a chapter in your book for you. You know what I mean? You got to be the one to put that period on that sentence of that chapter. That don't mean that the book is done, but that just means that part of the chapter is done. So you said, first of all, congratulations on the son. You know what I mean? Just just a little personal note. Your son is my godson. You know what I mean? That's my godson. Hey, give it up for Eric Combs Jr. You know what I mean? I will be seeing you soon, buddy. I will be seeing you soon. Am I still frozen?
No, you good now.
I was saying, I think, especially since we're talking about mental health, I think at an early age, we both had to realize that it's better to mend the small cracks. It's better to mend the small cracks and leave them as small cracks than to try to fix the whole wall. And now you got to deal with a bigger problem. Because, I really want to talk to you about cutting people off.
Mm-hmm.
Because that has seemed to have been a constant course in your life. Correct?
Some would say, depending on who you ask.
So let me ask you this then. When it comes to cutting somebody off, what is your process? And do you feel as though you have to pay the tab to leave, or do you feel as though there's no tab to be paid? We can just walk away.
So let me start here. I have ADHD. Now, for most people, ADHD is just the condition that makes you hyper and it makes you not pay attention. Those are the letters in ADHD. However, what I'm sure most people who do not have it do not know is that H, that hyper, it also affects your emotions. Now, it's not like bipolar or anything like that.
I didn't know that.
So what happens is when you feel an emotion, you feel it. So if you're happy, you're happy. When you're mad, ready? You get mad. I know you know that one. When you're mad, you're mad. And you also know when you're sad, you're sad. It really hits you. Now, here's the key thing here. I want you to imagine you're a little kid again. You're riding with your mom, your dad somewhere, and they're going in the direction of your best friend's house, right? And you know your best friend lives in that direction. You're getting hyped. They tell you where you're going. You're like, oh shit, we're going to, yeah, we're heading that way. And they drive past that house. And they drive past the house. I know it's like a small example, but you were happy. Now you're like, oh. For a regular person, it's like, oh, whatever. Day goes on. But for somebody like me, that could fuck up the rest of my day. Because I was happy as shit thinking that I was going to see my best friend. Now I'm like, fuck, I'm not going to see my best friend. Now I'm really upset because I was up here. I was high as shit. Now I'm fucking low as shit. You understand what I'm saying? So I say all that to say, if I make the decision to cut somebody off because I'm doing this too much, I'm going up. I'm really happy that you're around me. When you do something bad to me, now I'm all the way down here. I can't have that. Because when I went to the hospital, they diagnosed me with general anxiety. It means I worry about everything. Everything. I worry about everything. Imagine living your life every single solitary day, and anything that happens to you that could be negative, you're worried about it. Imagine hoping for something and you're worried about it. Imagine meeting a girl and hoping that she's gonna like you and date you, maybe one day marry you, have kids, and that shit don't work out. And you're worrying about it every single solitary day. That shit is rough. So I cut people off because I have no choice. A lot of people that know me, they know that I don't really show emotions like that. I'm very stoic. I'm very just straight-faced all day long. And that's why. Because I don't like the feeling. I like the feeling going up. But that going down feeling, I don't like it. So I'd rather be on the straight. So if something good happens, I'm like, okay, that's what's up. That's good. Something bad happens, I'm like, well, it is what it is. It is what it is. That's it.
This guy knows his shit.
So you said I got a history of this, right? I thought for a long time, and I never told you this, I thought for a long time that I was a person who likes pleasing people. I thought I was.
What made you flip your stance?
My current girlfriend, because she is one, right? And there's one thing you know about me. When you disrespect me, when you fuck me over, I don't just take that shit laying down.
What's our statement? What's our statement that we live on? You only get
one time to do it. And after that time, every time you do it, I'm on your ass. I have to be. So I can't